What's up, guys? Welcome back to WhatCheers. Tonight we are going to be taking a look at a very popular, well, I guess they're all popular, aren't they?
Of course. Founders does no wrong.
Yeah, Founders Imperial Stout. This is just the Imperial Stout. This is not Breakfast Stout. This is not KBS. This is not CBS. This is the Imperial Stout. It only is out for 2 months of the year. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this beer?
Alright, so this is, as you said, the Imperial Stout. It's only around, around January, February, or
very limited release, once a year, yeah.
Yeah, so this was bottled on November
29th.
Just after Thanksgiving.
Yep.
So it's about, it's what, January 15th?
15th
now?
Yeah, so it's pretty fresh.
Alright. 90 IBUs?
90 IBUs, guys, for an Imperial Stout. That is outrageous.
That's pretty high.
That's a lot of IBUs.
10.5% alcohol. So, I mean, that's up there as well. We'll
and 10 varieties of malted barley.
That's right. 10 varieties of malt. So,
and
there's going to be lots going on.
They call it the perfect winter warmer. They tell you to start up a fire and just cuddle by the fire, maybe. I don't know what they want you to do with this
You have
beer.
a fireplace in your little apartment here?
No, we can't. I don't think we're going to cuddle, but we're going to drink this beer and hope that it's a good warmer.
Maybe after a few more of these.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
But we got a nice pour here. I mean, what do you expect? It's jet black. I mean, I can see my reflection. I can see my reflection really easily in this glass. It's pretty ridiculous.
You don't see, even holding up to the light, you don't see too much.
We have really bright lights here. You're not going to see anything through it.
It's nice dark tan head.
Oh, yeah.
It stayed for a little bit, but just
very dark,
pretty quickly.
Very dark head. Look at that.
Yeah,
that's really dark. It looks almost Marshall Zukov black, which is the darkest stout that I've ever seen. But it's almost there. It's very dark head, and it's black. It looked like motor oil pouring it into the glass, actually.
Yeah,
that kind of viscous, black stout.
Let's smell it.
Yes, let's do that. Okay, yeah. Wow, that is really. You can smell the hops. I guess that's what I'm trying to get out. You can smell the hops because it's fresh, right?
Exactly.
You're getting a lot of that roasted malt, obviously.
Tons of roasted malt, lots of like chocolate notes. It reminds me a lot of the breakfast stout.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Because you're getting that same roasted kind of coffee, chocolatey flavor, all from the malts. Whereas breakfast stout adds it, but this is.
I think where this beer is going to shine and be different from breakfast stout is in the flavor, because I'm a little bit let down by the nose, just because it smells a lot like breakfast stout.
It does, but what's impressive is that it smells a lot like breakfast stout, but there's no chocolate added, there's no coffee added. To
yeah,
this one.
Just the roasted
all
malts.
coming from the malts.
10 different malts,
which is very impressive. Whereas breakfast stout, they add the chocolate, they add the coffee.
That's true, and it's oatmeal
two of
too.
each, and it's oatmeal, which changes the body a little bit. But
well, I mean, yeah.
So it is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it obviously it smells great. Just reminds me a little bit of that, but
let's just jump in.
Yeah, let's just jump in.
We're talking too much.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So roasty, so rich, smooth.
Now that is the impressive part of this beer.
Creamy.
This is, like he said, this is not brewed with chocolate. But if you had told me that it was brewed with chocolate, dark chocolate, I would have believed you, because it tastes like that.
It's
really.
It reminds me so much of coffee that I would assume there was coffee.
Oh wow, the finish on that.
And there's
the flavor left over in your mouth.
Not a drop of coffee in here, not a drop of chocolate in here. It's just
that is really, really delicious. That definitely beats out the aroma for me. I mean, the flavor you're getting out of this is super roasty. It tastes like creamy dark chocolate, and then it finishes with like a wicked roasty coffee.
It tastes like melted chocolate, like cold, but man, that's what kind of intensity
this is. It's very intense. The finish on this is like a really dry, nice, fresh roasted coffee. Like you just ground the beans, just made the coffee, and that's the flavor you're left over within your mouth. It's delicious.
Yeah, very, very impressive. Wow.
No, it's very smooth.
Yeah.
For 10.5%, I don't taste the alcohol at all.
No, not at all. I mean,
I don't even get a hint of.
It's complex. There's so much flavor going on that the alcohol's
just not even there. It's an afterthought. It's really rich. It's not sweet. There's a little bit of sweetness.
A little bit of sweetness,
but
you need that to counteract the bitterness and the
kind
of smokiness from it.
90 IBUs. I just can't get over that in a stout. That's crazy.
I mean,
that's like more than most double IPAs.
I don't even get 90 IBUs out of this. I don't
No.
think it is. I mean, it is, but it's still very smooth and drinkable.
Yeah. This beer is phenomenal, guys. It's one of the best non-barrel aged Imperial Stouts to date that I've had. You can't beat this.
Nope.
For the price, it's like $11 a 4-pack,
Which is kind of standard for Founders at this point for their 4-packs.
pretty good, and you don't have to kill somebody to get it either. I think it's kind of around a little bit more than say KBS or whatever, and their production seems to be amping up a bit. So, without making this drag on too long,
as far as ratings go,
ratings.
BeerAdvocate gave this one 97. RateBeer gave this a 100. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking this is really up there. Like I said, I always try to think of these beers like when we were doing beers in certain categories, and the first thing that comes to mind is, like I said, like Marshall Zukov is kind of a good comparison to this for me. For an Imperial Stout that's not barrel aged, it's one of the best. As far as a number, I'd kind of agree towards more of the BeerAdvocate way, maybe a 98.
Okay.
I'll go a little bit higher than BeerAdvocate, maybe a 98. It's pretty close to perfect. I do think it's a little bit of a letdown on the aroma, but the flavor delivers. It really does. It has all the roastiness, has all that chocolate character to it.
Yeah.
But without having any chocolate brewed with it is really impressive, and it's just a big ass Imperial Stout that will keep you warm through the winter. That's for sure.
Oh, definitely. For me personally, I mean, I'm thinking about this. This is a tough one for me. I wish the aroma was a little bit more intense, like you said. I want to give it like a 95, a 96.
Yeah.
I loved it. I just wish there was more to it. Because of how intense the flavors are on the palate, how rich that chocolate is.
It is really rich.
How rich the coffee is. I'll go strictly towards the 96 range. I'll give it that extra bump. But because that's impressive, and it's coming strictly from the malts, 10 different malts.
10 different malts is a lot.
So
yeah.
I mean, kudos to them. I don't know. I love it, and it's phenomenal. I'm splitting hairs at this point, but
Yeah, we're definitely splitting hairs. It's a phenomenal Imperial Stout. One of the best non-barrel aged you can get your hands on, so I highly recommend it. I guess that's it, guys.
Yeah.
So go grab yourself some.
definitely go find some.
I think everyone that I've talked to has liked this a lot, so let us know if you guys disagree or whatever, if you guys love it as much as we do. I say 98. Yeah, that's almost perfect. Maybe
98, 96.
Maybe a little bit more sweetness
still
would be
fantastic.
Yeah, I mean that would be the only thing I could say. But anyways, guys,
Cheers.
See you next time. Cheers.